Hello.
Mr. Parker, Dr. Connor's here.
Oh, doctor.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Geek Branch podcast. I know what you're thinking. What? Tim's doing 3 videos? Yeah, there's a lot of information going on this week. There was something huge that came out as we were recording, and we could not ignore it. A legendary director has been in the crosshairs of Marvel and once again, and in Disney, the House of Mouse, and it is none other than Sam Raimi. They are looking for this legendary director to direct Doctor Strange 2.
As is like to say, a new challenger has appeared.
Yes.
Right. Completely. Now, we made a list earlier in the
yes, and he was not on the list because my thing was Disney doesn't normally go for big names like this. If you don't know who Sam Raimi is, you live under a rock. Okay, first of all,
even I know who Sam Raimi is.
Yeah, and he does not know directors' names. Okay, he's the guy who made Evil Dead, Army of Darkness.
Wow.
Most importantly for me, Spider-Man 1 and 2.
Now, there's a dumb reason for that, but we're just going to ignore that part. Anyways.
Oh, yeah, his reasoning. The king of camp. Okay, I love Spider-Man 1 and 2. We can ignore Spider-Man 3. It wasn't all his fault. It was mainly the studio.
It doesn't matter because that was still campy.
Right, and he took total blame for that movie. That man is a champ. First of all,
champ of camp.
Yes, champ of camp. So apparently, another good news is apparently I'm not a fan of the character that Rachel McAdams played. So apparently she's not going to be in Doctor Strange 2. So that is fine by me. I didn't think that Doctor Strange needed that. Yeah, she was essentially the Natalie Portman for Doctor Strange. Anyways, so she's not going to be in the new movie, and now we're getting a fantastic director, Sam Raimi. The last big movie he made was back in, I think it was 2012. No, 2013. It was Oz, the Great and Powerful,
which was fantastical.
I enjoyed it. It was James Franco played as the
eponymous man behind the curtain.
Yeah.
I haven't actually watched that.
Oz?
Yeah, I never actually got a chance to see it.
Has anybody been watching the sub Disney spinoffs like Nutcracker and all those other strange movies that they keep doing?
The Maleficent.
Yeah.
I never watched that Nutcracker movie, no.
I'm just saying.
I watched Maleficent 1.
I mean, it is Disney that's doing this, right? I'm not losing my mind.
Maleficent never...
Making all of these side movies that no one cares about.
Yeah. Maleficent never interested me only because I like the
I don't remember why I watched it because I didn't care.
I like the over-the-top villain that was the original cartoon, not this almost anti-hero style character.
They have been doing a lot of remakes too, and they have announced, this has nothing to do with Doctor Strange 2, but they did announce that they are not announced, but it's rumored as Lilo and Stitch is being remade for Disney Plus for live action.
Oh, why? Why do they got to bring it back? Lilo and Stitch was so good.
They're gonna.
You know what?
It was so perfect.
Hold on. I would have been okay if they continued the series that they had for it.
Why can't they just do Atlantis? Why can't they just do Atlantis or Treasure Planet, ones that actually made sense to be turned into live action, not to where they'll turn Stitch in the first rendering of Sonic.
How can we even do Lilo and Stitch after Moana? What's the point of that?
I don't know.
Don't ask me.
We literally went from Hawaii to Polynesian. We've upgraded already. What do we want?
Look, don't disrespect Lilo and Stitch. Okay,
no. Lilo and Stitch was amazing. But that's not the point.
Like in that cultural wheelhouse, we moved from Hawaii to Moana in Polynesia.
But Moana wasn't live action.
It's close.
That's Disney's mindset.
Oh, whatever.
Well, anyways,
off topic.
Off topic. It's Disney.
It is Disney.
No, it is Disney. It's just
everything
nonsense.
They touch. I swear to freaking God.
Yeah. So, it's interesting to have Sam Raimi come back into the superhero movie universe.
Yeah, after so long.
And I really didn't think he would be coming back. This makes me want Spider-Man to be a cameo so badly, like
in Doctor Strange.
Yes,
just because. No. My point being is, it doesn't need to be Spider-Man. It specifically needs to be Tobey Maguire
playing a different character.
just anywhere.
Or it could be like, okay, they have a deal with Sony to where during the Multiverse of Madness, like one of the scenes is they see the Tobey Maguire universe.
Dancing on the sidewalk. Yes. Dancing on the sidewalk. That's all we need.
Okay with it.
Just 10 seconds of it. 10 seconds of this.
Yes. Exactly. That would be perfect. And that would totally be in his camp.
Yes,
sweet
'cause
memories.
It actually works because Disney wants it to be horror, but not too like dark horror. If
which
you
is
know
the
what I
reason
mean.
why we lost the last director.
Yeah, well, actually,
unfortunately.
yeah, it was due to creative differences. So obviously, so
that they didn't
Sam
wanna go
Raimi is
hard
perfect.
horror. Yeah, they didn't want to do hard horror.
Well, I mean, Evil Dead had the what was it, the Necronomicon or whatever it was
The
called?
Necronomicon.
Necronomicon.
I think it's a little bit different.
No, I think it's called the Necronomicon,
No,
but
no,
it's
no.
not like the traditional one.
Right. No, but I think there's a play on the name. It's not actually just Necronomicon. It's holy crap! I'm just gonna look it up right quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Anyways, so
it's not one
he
for
does
one.
do dark. It's just he does it while being campy. He pulls it off to where you're laughing at horror. Because you saw that with Ash versus the Evil Dead with his, I think it was Stars that did
I
it.
need to actually finish that series.
It was good.
It was good. Like I watched like the first 2 episodes at Real World when that was still a thing, and it was fun.
For people that don't know what Real World was, it was a game, like a hangout game store type thing in our area. But it definitely makes me believe that Bruce Campbell will be in this movie now.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah,
actually.
I mean, if he plays just like some small character like he did in the Spider-Man movies, that would be hilarious. You know who he was supposed to be, right?
No, I don't.
He was supposed to be Mysterio.
Narutan D'Amato.
That's what they called it. And
it's a Necronomicon, but it starts out as the Narutan D'Amato. Okay, that's like there's something different about it.
Yeah. But Bruce Campbell's character, if I remember right, he was actually supposed to be Mysterio because in every single movie, he's playing a different role. He's the guy at the theater. He's the guy at the restaurant, and I forgot what the other one was, but he was always a different person.
Mm-hmm.
So that was because there's actually a whole bunch of information about Spider-Man 4 because he had like stuff, concept art and everything. It was going to have an aged Vulture and it was going to have Mysterio.
Well, it had a lot of pre-production.
Yeah, a lot of pre-production because Sam Raimi was fully planning on doing a 4th movie and Tobey Maguire and them were just like, I'm done.
Yeah, we're diving out.
Yeah, because that third one.
Who can blame them after the third one?
That third one was bad.
Yeah, it's mostly the studio's fault though.
Yeah, it was. They forced him to do too many villains that he didn't want to do and that he wasn't familiar with, like Venom. He was not familiar with Venom, and he said that, and he told them that.
And that's the reason why Venom doesn't feel like Venom at all. So
yeah, well, he told them, and they didn't want to listen. Anyways, I feel like he will work. Done
the Sinister Six.
I feel like I feel like he will work along better with this Marvel because that was Sony, and from the past. I think he'll work better with this group. I think that he will be able to get the feel that Marvel wanted to where it's not too dark.
Yeah,
but also make audiences very happy.
See, the thing is, right, is that now, of course, it's a
different feel than Scott Derrickson.
I still had a lot of love for the first person they brought up for the purpose of the role. So my issue was that obviously in the MCU period, Doctor Strange is far more comedic of a character.
Yeah, and then you bring in Sam Raimi and you're definitely going to have more comedy.
Right. But that's fine because at least now we're keeping more in line with what is expected of the MCU version of the character.
Instead of trying to
bring him back to his comic book self, which, while I would have loved to
or
have
how
seen,
he was at the very beginning of the movie before he went through all this training.
Got to become more lackadaisical, I guess is the best way of putting it. Because the moment she knocks his soul out of his body, the movie just becomes a lot lighter.
Yeah.
He's just like, let me just help you. Boom. And he's
like most people even forget that Mads is the bad guy.
Yeah.
Mads I can't say his name. I'm going to try.
But yeah, so it's fine. So
Nicholson.
I think that if we get the glorious camp that was brought with Evil Dead and Army of Darkness.
He even had camp in Spider-Man.
Yes.
That's his thing.
Yes. And I love camp. I love camp more than anything, period. That is like my favorite aspect of a movie.
The most camp that he did was actually Spider-Man 3 for the Spider-Man films. Like I remember when Peter had the symbiote. And the girl next door she always was trying to flirt with him and stuff. And he totally takes full advantage of it in the third one where she's like making him cookies she made him brownies first. And she's like, do you want anything else? Can you make chocolate chip cookies?
Yep.
Yeah. Wasn't he on the phone with like Aunt May at the same time?
Yep. He was totally being a playboy. But regardless, I still think the Spider-Man 1 is the most campy.
It is still pretty campy.
Spider-Man 1 takes the cake for me simply just because of the wrestling at the very beginning.
Dude. Okay, and it had one of the greats play the role of the wrestler, which was Randy Savage.
Yes.
Snap into a Slim Jim.
It was so camp. And I am okay with someone bringing camp to Doctor Strange. It's not what I expected.
With the Disney Marvel.
Yeah, it's not what I expected, period. But Doctor Strange has always been outside of the bounds of my expectation. He's one of my favorite Marvel heroes.
I think Jack Kirby would be happy with it.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's an issue. I just think that it's really different.
Right. No, I mean with the choice of who's going to take. Obviously, he's passed away. Rest in peace, Jack Kirby. But I think he would be happy with
how it's been portrayed.
And with having Sam Raimi taking over.
But like as compared to Cap and as compared to Iron Man, who are very one for one, basically their comic selves and their movie selves aren't very different.
Yeah.
Strange is quite different.
Yeah,
they've gotten a bit campy in the comics though for Doctor Strange.
He's progressively gotten lighter, period.
Yeah.
As a character. But just if you look over him overall, he's not this light.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying I think campiness works great with his psychedelic stuff.
Yeah, it's always had that level of just, weirdness.
Yes.
And that weirdness is defined as camp. That is what. Because if you embrace it, that's what camp is. Camp is all about embracing the situation that you're in.
Right. The old Batman TV show.
Right. Where it doesn't matter how weird and how wacky this is.
Yes.
That there is bat shark repellent.
Yeah, or that you have a Joker that clearly put makeup over his mustache.
Yeah, right. And we don't pay any attention to it.
A green mustache, mind you.
Yeah, we don't pay any attention to it. We just go hard. We go hard forward.
Yeah,
that is what the camp
Cesar
is.
Morero, man, that guy is a legend.
Yeah, no. And like I also bring up that Star Wars originally was also extremely campy.
Yes.
Because you got to think about how ridiculous the situation is. Like Palpatine's power scene.
Well, Han Solo was essentially the audience.
Yeah, yeah. So like you got to just understand that camp is a wonderful thing when done right, and it can make everything better.
Yes.
Because all situations can be absurd just because we're dealing with fantasy. And if you embrace that absurdity and play it straight, it gets that much better.
Because that even makes more sense with what they're doing with WandaVision.
Right, because that's also going to be camp as hell.
And it's connected.
Yeah.
So it's perfect. Perfect choice. I really hope that they actually do get him. And I'm sorry, Scott Derrickson, but I'm actually more excited for this movie if Sam Raimi is the director now.
Which is true. Only because it didn't exist in our horizon at all.
Right.
We never thought like this
I would
was a possibility.
never imagine Sam Raimi coming back to do a comic book movie.
Yeah,
because while he's never said that he's been burnt, I feel like he was.
Yeah. And so, see, for me, right, with the original director, I felt that I was very happy that he was going to take Strange back closer to his comic book self.
Yes, but I felt like he was being strained from what he really wanted to do.
Right.
You could feel it in the movie.
Right. Specifically just because even then it still felt oddly light. Because obviously the tone in the very beginning of the movie is way different from parts 2 and part 3.
Well, you can even tell with the villain. Like you could tell he wanted to do a lot more with his character, and there wasn't much with him.
Yeah.
And they could have definitely went a darker way with his character too.
Mm-hmm.
Like they just kind of did the stupid little comedic thing with
the strange thing. Yeah. The strange thing about it is that he looks the part.
Right.
Like he looks like he was supposed to be something way worse than what he was.
He didn't look like something that would be in Marvel Marvel Disney.
Yeah, no, he looked the part.
Right.
Dude, but like he didn't get to play it out that way.
No, I'm sure Mads was still happy with the big paycheck he got.
Oh yeah, most def. And I like this portrayal. I just felt like once again that if the director had been given free reign, Doctor Strange would be as dark as he gets to be in the comics sometimes.
Right.
And the whole thing that makes Doctor Strange funny, I think we've went over it before on this podcast, is that no matter how dark and crazy things are around him and it freaks everyone else out,
he's the straight man.
Yeah, he's the straight man. He's always the guy who's like, it's okay.
I think that they'll get that because one of the odd things for that Spider-Man film, the films he did compared to like how Peter usually is in the movies, he really played a straight man most of the time in his movies.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I mean, okay.
That version of Peter was a straight man.
The thing I always want to bring up, right, is that there's a arc in the comics where everyone gets transported to hell, and it's like Hope Summers, Doctor Strange, Peter, Magic, just like there's a whole bunch of people that have just been ported to hell, and the only two people that are handling the situation of them all being stuck in hell is Spider-Man and Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
and you discover that Spider-Man is absolutely terrified,
yeah,
but he's doing what Peter always does, which is, laugh it off to handle the situation.
Right.
And the only person who's aware of the fact that Spider-Man is freaking out is Doctor Strange.
Right. And he probably just like it is respecting the hell out of him. And
right.
hell.
But he's also just helping him. He's playing along with it. He's the straight man to Peter Parker, pretending to be
he's the Dean
man.
Martin to the oh my God, Jerry Lewis.
Yeah, and that dynamic is
sorry. Jerry Lewis is one of the greatest comedians of this decade.
Yes, but so that's what I'm looking forward to here. Is that if he maintains the Cumberbatch straight manness that has been these movies, in this wacky Evil Deadish camp filled horror show that's going to be this movie, I'm going to feel like this is closer to Doctor Strange than the previous iterations that we've seen in the MCU has been.
Yes, I'm really excited. And I can't wait to see what Bruce Campbell does.
One of the strange things is that the ancient one, is actually closer to how Doctor Strange acts than Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Like her dealing with Hulk in Endgame?
Yeah, it's Endgame.
Her dealing with Hulk in Endgame is very similar to how Doctor Strange feels in the comics.
Yeah.
Are
you more excited now?
Yeah, no, I'm absolutely excited. Like straight up.
Yeah.
Granted, I was excited for Doctor Strange anyways. I like Doctor Strange.
Right.
I'm more excited now because it's Sam Raimi.
Yeah. That says something, okay? Because he does not keep up with who makes what.
Yeah.
That's how, some people are like, legendary director, what are you talking about? He's not no Steven Spielberg or something like that, but someone that has full appreciation of horror like you do, or someone that has full appreciation of one of the greatest superhero films of all time, Spider-Man 2. He is a great visionary, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, we have a lot of respect for him. And me, as a lover of camp, he goes right up there with Lucas.
Yes.
Because Lucas has all types of camp.
Yeah.
Kali, Ma, I'm saying.
Yeah. They're in a league of their own. But so I just wanted to talk about that, gush about it, and get to this information out to y'all, even though I'm sure you see it all over Facebook. And if you got...
It should be blowing up.
Yeah, I'm sure it's blowing up all over Facebook. And if you're like me who checks people hate on IGN, they have a very easy to use app. I check on their app every little bit to see new news. So I just want to talk about this and let you know that this is a really good direction. I don't know who at Marvel, which I'm sure it's Kevin Feige, thought, hey, let's call Sam Raimi. You're a genius. If you're not Kevin Feige, you deserve a raise. You deserve a new position there. Like, you are a genius. All right.
We should fast check that guy, but let's not immediately promote it. We have to see how the movie turns out first.
You're right. You're right. Well, I don't know. Maybe they should. Maybe he did something to really convince Sam Raimi to do the movie.
You're right. Hey, whatever hoops he jumped through, they were worth it.
Yes. Anyways, I just wanted to end off there. Thank you so much for letting us get to the root of our geek culture with you.
You know your shoelace is untied.